Hello gardening friends, it's Amy here. Today we are in my back garden. Just wanted to do a walkabout to show you what is blooming right now. Some things are starting to bloom out, so my gems are about done, but my roses are starting to bloom. So super exciting. This is my side patch. I think I've mentioned before that I chopped off a tree here earlier in the year, and I have noticed that this patch is doing so well this year. So I think I was right with regards to the tree blocking out too much sunlight. Here I have a totally tangerine. She's about done blooming. I have several other ones dotted around the garden as well, and they are about done. So I will be deadheading this soon. And then I have the Gara in bloom right now. Such a lovely color. I kind of misplaced one right here. I tucked her back there, but she's being covered by my hydrangeas here. So you know what? I'm kind of sitting on the fence whether I should move her to another spot or just leave her alone. Obviously, all of the hellebores are done. And then these are the old blooms on them. And if you look further over here, you can see right there, some of my dahlias are starting to come into bloom. Super exciting. I have no idea what color they are because they were in a variety pack. This year, I hunted down some of my favorite tropical plants. I think they're tropical. This is a guava plant, and look, if you look closely, it already has fruit. So I'm so excited. I've never grown it before. I love eating guava, but I always purchase them from the supermarket. So I am planting this for the first time, and I know I have to bring it inside to overwinter it. So very excited about that. Got my hands on lemon tree and also a lime tree. I've always loved growing these, but they always die on me. But you know what? This girl's not gonna give up. She's gonna give it another shot and see what happens. Right here, I have some seedlings that I took cuttings of, and they're just growing on. I don't have any more seedlings except for this group. So they're just sitting here hanging out until they get a little bit bigger for me to plant them out. So let's see, let's go this way. I collect mini roses, as yes, some of you might know, and they are starting to flush out and produce new growth, which is super exciting. These colors are really pretty. They're pink and white. And the begonias are doing they're pretty happy here. They like shade, so this area here under my gazebo here, I have placed quite a few begonias just to add pop of color in a shady spot. This one is so pretty. I had it in a more sunnier spot earlier and it was not happy with me, so I moved it under here and she's bouncing back nicely. So I got the red one here. This one is probably by far my favorite color out of all the begonias. It's a peachy yellowish color, but just the blooms are so pretty. I hope it blooms all season for me. And then of course I have a collection of other begonias. These are our angel wings, the pink variety, and it is putting on quite, it's going pretty big, huge. When I bought it, it wasn't that big of a plant. And then let's go over here. This is Boscobel. She is first year in my garden. I bought her just, I think, a month-ish ago, and she is almost finished blooming her first flush. I've already pruned some of the spent flower. Hopefully she'll give me another flush. And I've dotted, this year decided to do petunias in my garden bed. And look at the color of this one. Is it not super gorgeous? So I dotted my garden with a bunch of these. Was it lobelia? Got my hands on this new variety of wallflower. Is that color not so pretty? So I've discovered that when it's in full sun, which is this one is, it's a darker color, and I dotted three other ones around here. They're a little bit more shady, in a shadier spot, and they're a lighter color. This salvia I grew from seed, and last year it didn't do a whole lot, but this year it is blooming for me. Love this color. This is bubblegum. Out of all of the petunia color, I really like this one the most, and it's the most vicious, not vicious, sorry, vigorous growth habit. I do have to spray it down though. It does get budworms now and again, so I do have to keep an eye on it. But I love how healthy it is. This is Peach Glory. She is all budded up. Should be blooming any day for me now. She's looking amazing this year. She suffered, I think, last winter damage, rabbit damage, you name it, and she was small last year, but she is looking amazing this year. My dahlia is starting to bloom. Love these dark colors. Absolutely love these. These were grown from tubers that I bought from Costco in a variety pack. Dancing in the Dark, I have this one and a second one right here. This one's a bit bigger than this one, but this one's also recovering really nicely. It stayed quite small last year. And behind her, I have a white clematis. Oh my goodness, can't speak properly this morning. First year in the garden, so it's still very small, but I have noticed some new growth. So she is doing good. This is another totally tangerine. I'm going to be deadheading these. They are about done. This one is still recovering. Aliza, I believe is how you pronounce it, is a peachy color rose. She is bouncing back, but slowly. And then I have a new one right here that's just starting to leaf out. Can't wait. These are mini roses. They are about done. So I cut back the other two that I have. This one is still somewhat blooming, but I'm hoping that once I deadhead it and remove the spent stalks here, they might give me another flush. We'll see. And look who is going to bloom. It is blooming. Coco Loco. I absolutely adore this color. And she has several bloom stalk there, or buds. These ones I had to cut back pretty short, but it is bouncing back and producing flower buds for me. And then this one is Cathedral Bells. She is first year in my garden, but she should be blooming soon. So with all of my new roses, I'm trying something different this year. I'm only allowing one stem to bloom. I'm not even sure it's the right way to do it, but I've decided to do it anyways. I just want to see if I got the right color, but the rest of them I have pruned off the tip. The reason being is that I would like the plant to focus on plant development, root development, instead of focusing all of its energy on producing the flower. So I'm hoping that that will give me a better, plant overall. So I'm sacrificing a lot of the blooms this way. Munston Wood, finally got my hands on it, and again, I left one branch to flower. And the actually, oh, there's another one. Okay, two. I have pruned off the other branches so that it can focus on root and plant development. So I have Easy Does It. She's starting to color up, but haven't bloomed yet. Olivia has bloomed. She's kind of almost done actually, and the rain is making her super droopy. But this is her second year in my garden, and she's looking quite lovely. Can't wait until she grows a bit bigger. And I love planting salvias with my roses. I think the combination looks really, really pretty together. So as I mentioned earlier, these are also the same wallflowers that we seen earlier. But because they are in a more shadier spot, the color is lighter. I have Fun in the Sun right there. She's recovering slowly, but she's looking healthy this year, so I'm very happy with that. And then I tucked in another wallflower right there. The clematis this year are ginormous. This one should be second year or third year. I apologize, I don't know the names of clematis. Like, I'm not good with their names, and I buy them here and there, and I don't have names, so I won't be able to provide any names. Look at this one, so pretty. But if I do happen to find their tags, I will try my best to put the names on the screen. This is Party Hardy. She is starting to bloom and she is loaded with flower buds. Look at this. This is one of the healthiest roses in my garden. Look at her. Soon this whole area is going to be pink. She did that last year and she's looking like she's doing that this year as well. I have mini roses here. This one is such a lovely peach color. They're doing quite well, but they're suffering from a lot of black spot this year for whatever reason. I have a whole bunch of roses here. They're budding up, but they have not bloomed yet. So maybe in another video, I will showcase those ones. You know what? Let's go around this way and then we'll do the middle patch. Ooh, this one is a new one for me. Rong Yu. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's a Chinese name, Chinese rose, sorry. And she is blooming. So this one is an exception that I didn't prune off the flower stalk just because it started off as a really healthy plant for me already. So I figure, you know what, it should be okay if I just let her flower. This is an older bloom. These are newer ones. So pretty. The one next to her is Victorian Secret and she's budded up. She should be flowering any day now. So this one right here, the pink one, is Modern Blush. I have two of her. This one is the bigger of the two, and then I have one tucked right in there. She has stayed small for years. I don't really know why, but yeah, there's the second one right there. She's about done blooming. I just pruned off a whole bunch of spent bloom here, but she still has a few up here that is ready to bloom. And then I have clematis tucked behind there. And I also have two other colors here. They should be purple of some sort. I normally pick purple clematis for my garden. This year I did add one or two white ones just to mix it up a little bit. Ah, look at this. This is Princess Alexandra of Kent. She is all budded up. She should be opening the next day or so. Can't wait. She's put on a good amount of size this year. And then I have, look at her. So I lost one in a pot and I found another one to replace. And this time I decided to plant her in the ground. And this is Distant Drums. The color is so pretty. And look at the color of this one. So this one is brand new to me, never grown her before, been looking for her. And I finally got my hands on her. Look at the two colors, Miyabi and Distant Drums. Almost identical coloring, but the flower form is different, obviously. But isn't that so pretty? So I have a few other ones all budded up. I will show those in the next video when they actually open up. And then I have Delish there, she's budded up. Same thing with Pretty Lady here, she's all budded up. This is a new one I got this year. Hopefully the camera can pick up her color. She's described as ivory. I find her, I don't even know how to describe her, gray, ivory, very wedding-ish type of color. So this one is Menta. And then beside her is Juliet. She should be opening any day, maybe the end of today or tomorrow. But super excited. Again, I have been searching for her for a while, finally got my hands on her. And this one beside her is all budded up. This one was planted over there and she was not happy there at all. I thought she was gonna die on me. So I dug her up and repotted her in a pot and she's doing amazingly well. So I guess she likes to pot more. And of course, this arch here is covered with Jasmina and she's all budded up. So she should be blooming any day for me now. I have found that this section of her of the plant not as healthy as previous years, and she's suffering from leaf rust this year. I'll show you what that looks like. I've been picking off leaves here and there. Yeah. Yeah, not a good sign. Normally she does not suffer from too much, but this year I don't know what it is, but she is covered with leaf rust. I try not to spray whenever possible, but I might have to spray her down. And here's a new one for me. This is Twilight Zone, and she is starting to bud up. So she should flower for me any day now. Super excited. I love dark color roses. These pink flowers here are columbine that I started from seed last year or the year before, I can't remember, but it's finally blooming nicely for me this year. So I got more roses here. They're budded up and they should be flowering for me any day now. And so let's look at the middle section here. This is Princess Anne. She is so fragrant. I love this color. I didn't realize it last year, but I bought quite a few David Austin roses that are of this type of pink. And so these are older blooms, so I got new ones, should be opening soon. This is Reminiscent Coral. Yes, her blooms are so beautiful. So she's budded up. She should be flowering any day for me now. Da Vinci is also budded up, and it should be opening the next day or so. Oh yes, let's go this way first. This is a Chinese rose, and it is so pretty. Look at that. It's not looking that healthy this year for me, but it seems to be rebounding nicely. And then right beside her is Eden, the pink variety. It is a climbing rose. Right now I have it planted in a fairly big pot. I'm contemplating whether I will be eventually plant her in that corner. But for this year, maybe even next year, I might just enjoy her in the pot for now. Lots of other roses are budding up and they're looking fantastic. This clematis did very little the first year. Maybe this is her third year, but look at this year. Sorry, the airplane is flying overhead. And then of course the wisteria should be blooming. The ones at the top of there, the pergola, have bloomed already, but these ones here beside the clematis should be blooming. So I got two purple flowers side by side. And look at that. Look at the intense purple. And then it's climbing up this section right here. Okay, let's go this way. Ooh, my Fun in the Sun is all budded up. My tree form, Fun in the Sun, she's all budded up, so she should be blooming any day for me. This is Gertrude Jecko. She is blooming right now. Very healthy looking this year, but her leaves are suffering from some kind of disease. I have been picking them off, and leaf rust right here. If you turn it around, you'll see the dot. Yes, so I have been trying to be very diligent in terms of removing them whenever I see them on my roses. So pretty. Another David Austin pink flower rose that I purchased, what was it, last year? Yes, last year. This is Moonlight in Paris. I got her last year and she's doing okay, but she too also suffered from all sorts of leaf problems. Mildew, leaf rust, black spots, you name it. So let me know if you grow her and whether you have the same issues with these diseases with her as well. This one is a new one to me. I don't know what its English name is, but I was told by the person I bought it from is called Tao Yao, Chinese name, but her color is really pretty. And then this one is also new to me. This is also a Chinese rose. me get out, see if it's better like this. She has another big bud that's going to be flowering soon. So all the other ones are budded up. They should be blooming any day. So my garden is starting to pop with color here and there. I don't know if they're all going to be blooming all at once at some point or another, but it is finally looking great. We had a terrible winter, super cold, and then we pretty much didn't even have a spring, to be honest with you. It was cold, raining, you name it, and then we skipped all the way into summer with heat waves. So this year the weather has been very strange. It's causing like weird conditions, and it's a bit challenging at times to, I guess, care for the garden and the roses, but everything's looking pretty good this year, and the mesh I think is doing what it's supposed to do so far. I haven't seen too much of my roses being scorched by the heat wave that we've had. I think this is our third one. Today's going up to 31 degrees, so it's super hot. I hope you're enjoying your day, and I hope you enjoy the video. See you in my next one, okay? Have a good one. Bye.